Yeah, how are you doing today?
Doing well. How are you?
Very fine, thank you. Please, can you give me permission to record? I would like to have this recording
Would,
personally.
would that be
Oh,
okay to record this?
yes, definitely, but I would also like to record on my end, and
Okay.
I'll need you to give me permission to do so.
Yes. Absolutely. Let me admit Cole in. And
Hi everyone.
if it does it give you the option to record? Is it sent to record?
It's simply saying, please ask the host to give you permission to record. So you need to, I think, probably click on me and allow me to record.
Let's see. Try it now.
Okay, I've seen the notifications, so I should be able to record now.
Excellent.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, Cola, we just hopped on.
Cool. Hi Dami, how are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Cool. So let's get into it. I think the point we'd like to see is what your course structure, your content structure, content type, how everything is designed, so I can do on the best way to set it up on your class.
Okay, so basically we have, is someone saying something? I want to know if I should go ahead and start over.
So say that again?
Okay, so basically the way our courses are designed, give me a minute. Let me open something. Sure.
And everyone should have the ability to share screens if that's needed for better visualization.
Yeah, just a minute, please. Okay, so basically the way our courses are designed, it's basically a mixture of about 3 or 4. We have articles, we have podcasts, we have videos, and we have quizzes. So for every course, there is an article. So like text courses where you can read through, and usually at most 2 pages, usually a PDF document. Let me just share my screen so you see what I'm saying. I could also just show you examples. Yeah, this is it. Share. You should be able to see the screen. So this is basically what the course content looks like. So there's an article, the article explains the concept within the lesson. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So usually 2 pages, a PDF document at most. Here's an example here. I have this document to just ensure anybody can, sorry, pardon my network, whatever works. So this is basically an example of the article. This is actually 6 pages. Well, it's basically because of the pictures, and so we have this. But this is just how it actually looks like. I have this moved. Then we have podcast. It's the audio file, which involves a dialogue between a host and a subject matter expert. Usually we pre-record this. So we maybe bring subject experts on board to talk about taxes, for instance. The reason why we have podcasts, so we sometimes use courses from Udemy. So we can buy courses from Udemy, that's going to form the video. But there are times when, because of we're dealing with Nigerian women, we do not want to get someone talking about US taxes. It sometimes doesn't relate. So we sometimes have to record it on our own end. So we have this and things like this. Have examples here of podcasts where you can, this is pitching yourself for new opportunities. Then we have the video content, video file that involves a speaker talking through a written script on a subject matter. The video is usually about 10 minutes long and every course has 3 videos. So if we're teaching on customer service will most likely have 3 videos, 1 podcast, an article that explains what the video and the podcast is about, and then quiz at the end to just let us know, okay, what have you learned from the course. So that's basically how each course goes. Is there any question?
So my next question is blueprint. Like, how many you want to, is one course or is it 10 courses? The cost.
Sorry, the network is breaking. I hope it's not from my end.
No,
what you said.
We're experiencing the same thing. You're
okay,
breaking up.
So it's from corner.
Can you hear me now?
It's still a little bit choppy.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. This okay. Speak to my mom. That means they are one. Okay, cool. Let me try. You hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, much more consistently, yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna leave my screen on because I need to share my screen or guide you through the setup and okay, cool. So the next question I asked was, can I see your course hierarchy, your course structure, the instructional design, how it's been put together? Like, do you have modules belonging to courses? Can we just look at that?
I'm not really sure I get what you're saying. Can you please come again?
Okay, so show me an example course we're about to load online now.
Okay, so you give me 1 minute to quickly open that up. Okay. Please give me 1 minute. I had it open, but I can't seem to find it, so I have to open it again.
No worries.
Okay, so I would share my screen now. I've been able to find it. So,
okay.
This is our curriculum. So these are courses. So I'll open growing my sales lead. Have 3 modules. Excuse me. I'll just open one, and then you can see the podcast. Now, it basically depends on what course. Some courses have videos, some have just audios, and some has both. This is the article. So it's basically how I said it. So this is the article. It has like the course outline. Okay. We have this. Then this is the podcast. This is so from here. like call them clients, our founders can come here, come to, this has already been paid for, but I doubt if I'll be able to open it from my end. Yeah. So all of this is usually uploaded. I cannot find where we have the course here. You're gonna have to pardon me for that, but this course is attached to that particular subject for them. So there's that, there's the podcasts. This is the audio that was in the folder. This is also SoundCloud if people are having problems getting it there. This is an article. So basically, this is how the courses look like. I'll open a second one. So this particular course has three modules, basically getting to know your customer, how to grow your sales and generate revenue, and developing a compelling value proposition and pitching yourself. So this is this. So this
Okay,
is the
cool.
second
So,
module. This is a bit longer. So you can see the videos, you can see the podcast, you can see the article. There's a podcast guide. We just try to make it that expensive because the thing about the courses is the founders, the ladies we're working with, are going through it on their own. So it is not supposed to be loaded there. So every week you're supposed to pick one and go through it, and then at the end of the week attempt the quiz. So that's how we know that you're able to go through this course. So all of this has to be done as explicitly as possible.
cool. All right. So I think
Does that
let's
answer
take
your
this course.
question?
Let's start. Yeah, let's start with that course. Please leave that course open.
Okay.
All right. So now I'm going to give you access to the platform, and let's create this course. So I think that's the best way, so people don't make mistakes with the setup, right? So I'm going to
Yeah,
guide you
that
through this course
works.
setup, and once you do this one on your own, hopefully you should have no issues doing others. And I'll also give you tips on how you can just use some of the other interesting features on the app. So please go to a link, open a new URL.
Okay. Which one?
So go to clock.academy, CLOCK.
This?
Academy, yeah. Let's see.
Pardon my internet. Okay, we're here.
Cool. All right. So your current email is Google, right? So I saw Google Drive. Okay, cool. So there's a connect with Google, right? So click
Yeah.
on connect with Google. There should be a pop-up that walks you through the Google
Yeah,
sign-in.
sorry. Yeah, I want to use my personal account. Yeah, so authentication successful. You should be able to see. Why is
So
gender
just wait.
male?
So just wait. Just wait. I'm not seeing your screen yet. Just wait. Sorry?
I didn't see
So you can
anything.
change
Can you
it.
see my screen now?
Okay, I can see your screen. So yeah, you can change the gender. Just change it to female.
Okay.
Then select user type. Select that box. So click on the select user type box.
Yeah.
You should see content creator. Say I want to create effective learning experiences.
Okay. Yeah.
And click on activate account. Cool. It will give you a whole tutorial, but you don't need it because I'm going to walk
So
you
I should
through it.
enter.
So
Okay.
yeah, enter in the top. Right. Cool. So which email address did you use to create your account? Let me just go into the back end and configure your account as a pro account so you have access to all the features.
Okay, I use my work email. That's damilola@chiliafrica.com.
Okay, which is the one I guess you'll be using to
Because
communicate, right?
yes, because these other accounts, I'm not the only one that has access to the program's accounts, but since I'll be working directly with the courses, it's just easier for me to use my personal account.
Okay. Just give me a second. Let me try and activate a. Was there? Because I'm just copying your address now. damlola@kimberly@shibitafrica.org. That's the correct one, right? And I'm gonna do. Second, so I just activated the pro account for you. It might take a couple of minutes, but I think it should be fine now. All right, cool. So just at the top, you see that the far right. Hello.
Nicole, I can.
Hello.
Sorry, I was muted. Can you please come again? I couldn't hear you.
So now you should be on the pro account. Don't worry, nothing changed for you because you hadn't gone through the system. If you had gone through the system, to have showed you some features were locked, but now everything is active. So please click on create a course. It's on the far right.
Yeah, I've seen that.
All right. So what's the name of what's the course title that we want to create? I think it's growing my sales leads.
Yeah, growing my sales lead.
All right. So provide that as the course title.
Oh, just give me a minute. Let me just keep this. Okay, done that. Then I should put the description.
Yes, you can put the description.
I think I'll just re-edit that because I haven't prepared that like this. I think it should.
Okay, no worries. You can.
Yeah. So I'll prepare that and put that up.
Okay, cool. You can put the descriptions later. Okay, cool. But let's just go back to. So before you click on create, just wait. So you see where you say time-driven and self-paced. You just switch the toggle because your course is self-paced. You want people to go through it on their own, right? So where you see where it says select number of classes, departments, and units. You can select the drop down and just select one because you want to put all your learners into one cohort. So give the class a name. Let's just call it cohort, Oxfam cohort 1 or whatever you think would be more applicable.
HGCP. I will keep it that way.
Okay, cool. All right. Then click on create course.
Okay, done that.
Cool. All right. Course created successfully. Now you click on add edit. So if you want to edit the description later, you can click on the pencil icon at the top. I mean, of the card, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so just click on it, then it should bring out the settings of that course. And you should be able to click it, let me see. Okay, cool, yeah. So you're gonna be able to change the description, right? Cool, all right. So just click on save and exit. Now we need to add the modules you have just displayed. So click on add edit modules. Cool. Let's add the first model, which is, yeah, you can open the.
Getting to know your customers.
Yeah, so that's the first model. No, still go back to the previous, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, just write getting to know your customers. Because there was this view that showed you all the models. So you could have just written, taking each of them one by one and getting to know your.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah. Right. So, no, just go back one. Just go back one more. So this is the view I want you to stay at.
Yeah.
No. So go back to, click on growing my sales leads.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, this is where I want you to stay. Just stay here. This is perfect.
Okay.
So then, yeah, so now you have to have that. So getting to know your customers is the first. Cool. You can click on add. Cool. Now go back to the same list. Let's pick the second model and let's just add all the module design on the
Okay, how to grow your sales and generate revenue. Why is my why not?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make it.
No.
Alright, so add the third
Cool.
one.
Then you can add the third one.
Sorry. Developing a compelling value proposition and pitching yourself. And pitching yourself. Yeah, so that's
cool. Now, so let me also show you what you can do on this screen, right? You see the pencil icon next to any model, you can always edit that model.
Yeah.
Right, so if you click on it, it will change the information on the
edit or delete.
Yeah, exactly, right? Also, if you figure out
okay, sorry, how did I go away?
No worries. So you can just click the icon that, yeah, so that icon over the getting to know your customers. That should close that view. Should, right?
I'm coming. This is growing my sales lead. So these are the modules under growing my sales lead.
Okay, so can you see the arrow in the second block on the you see that? Yeah. So yeah, if you click that, it will collapse that and move everything.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Also at any point, you could figure out like, oh, you need to add an introduction model, and you forgot. This allows you to drag and drop. So you can click on the anchor icon next to the titles of the models and drag it down. So it will allow you to rearrange the order in which you want people to go through the model. Does it make sense?
I did try that out, so yes, it does.
Cool. All right. So let's just rearrange it to what it should be. I think the first one is
Getting to know your customers.
customers. Cool. Perfect. So now you can leave this view. Just click out. Now, before we start creating the course, I don't want to give you access to an FAQ. So in case there are things you want to, there are things you're doing and you don't know how to, and you need help. The FAQs can also come in handy. So you see that bottom left icon.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you click on it, it should give you a list of FAQs of what you can do on the platform. Just click on View More.
View more. Okay.
So it's a list of almost everything you can do on the platform, right? So like adding classes to my course, renaming, deleting a course, searching for a course, right? Using rubrics. Rubrics are all complex based, which I'm not sure you need now, but maybe in the future for analytics, you might need that. Cool. All right. So you can close that view. You can close that view again. I think you close. Just click on Contact Support.
That should come right.
Then press the icon to collapse it. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now, so we've created our course, we've configured it as self-paced, we've added a classroom, we've now added the models. Now it's time to upload our content. Also, when designing a course, you will configure the course to be inactive. So you see that green radio button, that means your course is active. If you switch it off, that means it's inactive, learners can join it because you're still in design mode.
Okay,
cool.
Okay. So while I'm creating a course, I can just keep it as inactive, and when I'm done, make it active.
Yes, right. So even while you're designing, it can be inactive. It doesn't need to be active for you to design. So what most people do is they keep it inactive so people don't join by mistake, and they continue building. So my suggestion is just so you follow the right principles, you can deactivate the course for now. Just turn off the switch. Nice. Right. So now we're going to go upload content, right? So you click on the upload/view content. Right. So this then tells you, how to upload content. Just quick intro why we built the LMS. It's actually because learning management systems were very complex. I've worked with over 7 of them before I decided to build the system. And sometimes you would have to take courses to be able to know how to use them. And well, the goal of this system is how do you get people to be able to create and publish a course in 2 screens? That was why I started this project, right? Okay. So what you will notice on this screen, you'll be able to create your course. You'll be able to invite teammates to your course. You'll be able to preview your course, and you'll also be able to create announcements.
Yeah.
Right. So let's start with getting to know your customer. So you've clicked on it. Now let's go to you can click on add content, and it will show you all the content types you can add.
Okay.
So let's pick your first content. What's the first content you want to add?
Getting to know your customers. Very good. I think I would want. Okay, sorry, excuse me. Let's do the podcast, please. So that's it.
But wait, so it's always advisable to also have the course outline in the course.
Okay.
Right. So even this document, is that a guide to the course? This document here?
It's kind of like an overview.
Okay.
So this is what the course is. This is everything they are going to do. So how to understand your customers. You should see the Udemy course. Increasing data. You should listen to the podcast. And this podcast is actually replicated in these 3 places. Then the article is on how to attract new customers.
Okay, cool. All right. So I think the first, what I would want, what most people actually do is they would have a document like this, but that is meant for the users to read once they sign in to the course, right? To
Okay,
say,
so
hey,
you,
welcome, blah blah blah. If that makes
I'm
sense.
listening, I'm listening. So you
So
would advise that I create some form of welcome article,
yeah, like a welcome
right?
article, right? And yeah, and I see you're very comfortable with Google Drive. Also, with the way I build the technology, it works very, very well with Google Drive. So let me show you something actually that works. So this Google Drive is tied to which account? Your Shillings Africa account, correct?
Yes, this my Shillings Africa account.
Okay, cool. So go back to the platform.
Okay.
Um, click on Add Content. Click on Google Drive.
Okay.
Then say, okay, your file is not an assignment, so don't select that. But what the system could
Yeah.
also do is if it's an assignment, you could activate it and people will submit assignments, but no, you don't need that. But click on
Okay.
Open Google
Okay.
Drive. Something should pop up. I'm not seeing it, but
Yeah. I already gave it permission.
okay, cool. All right. So now this connects to your Google Drive. And you can pull out what document you want to integrate into the learning
Directly.
management system. So that means anytime something changes on the document, it changes on the system too. You don't need to update it twice, right?
Yeah.
So how do we get into that folder? You can even search. So just click on search. And there's
Uh, just give me a minute. Let me try and locate the folder. It's kind of annoying.
I'm sure you could even type in the search bar, right? The name of the file. Okay, so just delete where it says folders, just do backspace, telling it you don't want to search folders. It's a document you want to search for. So you click on documents.
Okay. Documents.
Then, yeah, provide a
Getting to.
title.
Let me get that.
Let me see.
Getting to layer customers. Yeah, found it.
Sorry, the screen is, yeah, my internet is unstable, but anyway. Okay, cool. So
Okay,
you see
it's
it pulls it in. Then
yeah, I
you can
can see
click on,
it.
cool. So you can click on add file.
Where's that file?
Sorry, it's at the
Okay,
top there. Cool.
yeah.
So then there should be a notification, learning
Learning
object
object
created
created
success.
successful.
Cool. All right. So now what you could do is, so you can leave, just click out of the box. So what you could do is, now the document is here as a web resource, right? So if your if your information is subject to a lot of changes because you're still in design mode and you're very comfortable with Google Drive, you could use this as a socket and just plug in
Yeah,
all the documents so that anytime you need to change something, you're only changing it in one place,
the
Google Drive,
ones. Yeah,
and it's all updated in here, right? So so that's one object that I would like to show you. There are a lot more. Yeah, so that the power of that object is you can connect it to your Google Drive. Actually, click on Add Content. So I can just show you. Yeah, so you connect it to Google Drive and you do it. Then the next one I want to do is, you said there's a YouTube video. Is there a YouTube video?
Udemy. No. Well, I do
No,
not.
no, no,
I
no.
cannot. I'm sorry. I do not even know where it's found right now, so I will not
Okay.
be able to upload the videos. But if I
No,
come
no.
here,
So,
I have my
um,
videos
so,
here.
okay. So I know there was one of your links that had a YouTube video in it. So
YouTube. Let me confirm that. No, it was
actually, one
any
of the
video.
documents you shared us. Maybe it's not in getting to know your customer. You're right.
Maybe it's not.
Okay, cool. Let me see. I see it's not in this one. But anyway, okay, so let's then do SoundCloud, for instance, right? So SoundCloud is a bit more complicated, but
Okay.
let me also, so what we did is because there were so many learning objects that were popping up and we could not
Integrate all
create
of
a
that.
direct interview. Exactly. We then created a coding interface that allows you to integrate them. So can you please open the SoundCloud link?
I did not ask it to play. All right, it's opened.
And my internet is so slow, man. I don't even know how this is possible. The whole CTO like me. Anyway.
It happens.
Right. So scroll down.
Yeah.
I know SoundCloud has something called that allows you to embed. So I think you might have to sign out as the creator of, sign in as the creator, because right now it says you haven't signed in.
Yeah.
So,
okay, I can't sign in as a creator because I didn't create the course.
Oh, I see.
I have to use the creator's account and I don't have the details yet.
I see. So
I can get it though.
So we don't need it. But let me just try and find something. Let me see if you can also embed it without. So, can you drop the link to this on the Zoom link? On the Zoom call. Let me see if I can. So in the Zoom chat, just drop it. Let me see if it's something I can find in the interface how it's done.
Okay. Okay. I might. So I might have to stop sharing for a while to do that.
No worries. Okay, cool. So I've said it. Let me open it on the side. I want to just see if it has an embed icon. I guess there is no embed icon because we're not, it's a private, because you can see it says this track is private.
Yeah, it is,
right?
because it's supposed to be just for the women.
Okay. But let me just, but for you to be able to embed it on the CRM, on the learning management system, I think one of two things has to happen. Either you're going to make it public so it can be shared, or you can make it, I'm just trying to see if it's possible. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so please share your screen. Let me show you something.
How about, okay, so I have one or two options. Either I make the audio public, or if I sign it as the creator, would I be able to embed it as well?
Yes, I think you should be able to, because if you see, let me share my screen quickly.